So on the World Race, we talk a lot about community, but we not only talk about it, we also try to live it out. And I can tell you that after 3 months of living in and through community, it's one of the hardest things I've ever done. I'm even going to say that if I can live well in community, then I will consider myself a truly successful person in life. So these past few months, I've had ample opportunity to examine and experience aspects of community that are difficult for me. And while in community, at times I've forgotten the great price that was paid for it and how we then must all fight to hold our community together. So this is a poem I wrote a few nights ago when we were doing Through the Night Prayer, and this is dedicated to the people in my World Race community. It's a poem for those I did not choose, specifically my teammates and my squad mates. So here I go. Father, give me a song. Give me a song for the people I did not choose. We are his bride and his body, and we think they're two different pictures, but listen, Paul uses these two images for a reason. In marriage to him, we are his bride, and Christ, our bridegroom, has given us his body to love and to care for as our own through eternity. Two become one, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. He has cared for our bridal body by dying to make it pure. But how are we caring for his? Are we breaking his body of ours to pieces? Paul writes, is Christ divided? As we're snapping his bones and tearing his flesh, yes, we've divided him, carved him up, and broken his body. In his covenant with Abraham thousands of years ago, he signed with a blazing torch passing between the pieces that if he did not keep his covenant, he should be torn asunder like the bone and flesh before him. And though it was we who broke the covenant, God has allowed Christ, his son, to be ripped asunder, forsaken from him, so that we who forsook him would be united to him, and not only to him, but to one another. You see, when a brother sins against me and I against my brother, I must understand that Father, Son, and Spirit were torn to pieces so we could be whole and reconciled to each other. Yet in fear, we don't do this. We refuse vulnerability and we shun forgiveness because we are sick, lame, deaf, and blind. So we continue breaking his body and bride to pieces. And is this how we love the lover of our souls? Father, forgive us. Let us love to wholeness because true love on the cross makes pieces whole and not the whole into pieces. Let us stop grieving the Spirit because Christ finished breaking his body on the cross, so why are we still breaking it? May it be that every time we do communion, we are reminded of the union and the body broken for us to offer WH holy worship. So as we share bread and wine, body and blood, together we remember the cost of this fellowship. Yes, we may not have chosen our brother, but one thing we can choose. We can choose to love one another because he has chosen us to be vessels of his love, to be filled and to be emptied, only to be filled again. Amen.